Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about opening the eighth eye and become like God. Last time I did a video about using intentional meditation to manifest reality. On this particular video, I am going to be talking about opening the eighth eye and become like God. When you do this, you can actually experience the God-like nature using this particular technique. Now, after teaching about how to manifest reality using intentional meditations, I decided to reveal this secret, this age-long secret that men have used to manifest anything whatsoever. Ideas, revolutionary ideas that are thought to be impossible. Men have used this techniques to manifest these ideas, manifest the relationship, the life they want, the beautiful things that they desire in this world. Men who know these secrets have always used it, and these secrets have been only used by a few individuals, because only a few individuals knew about it and have been able to tap into this particular state of mind. One of the people who have tapped into this particular state of mind is Nikola Tesla. That was the reason why after he tapped into this eighth eye of God, he came out and told everyone that if you want to understand life, that we should think in terms of energy and vibrations, okay, frequencies. Because when he tapped into the eighth eye of God, reality, the true nature of reality was unveiled to him. The carnality of and the illusion of nature was removed, and he was able to see the true nature of what the earth looks like and what the supernatural and the subconscious mind look like also. Today I'm going to be drawing a very important factor that is a very important ingredient in this particular opening of eighth eye. I'm going to be drawing inspiration from the write-up of Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard talked about the eighth eye of God. So when we talk about the eight eyes of God, Neville Goddard talked about the eight eyes of God, and this comprises the 8 planes or 8 levels at which man experiences God, or the levels at which God have existed. Talked about the number 1, which was the first time man experienced God, which was Lucifer, when he was the most beautiful angel that was actually cut down. And then he talked about the second god, that's the Molech. It was a strange god that demanded sacrifices. That was in Jeremiah 32. So, and then he talked about the third god, which was Elohim. So this was God above and outside, and the things outside of him, where man began to look for God in the trees and everywhere. But God, it failed man. So he talked about the fourth one, which was El Shaddai. Okay, so this was another level of consciousness. And when government came about, okay, when man started to form government, and men depended on government and thought that government would actually save them, provide them with security and everything, that government was God. But at some point, their government failed them. Man continued to move in search of God. Man tried to find God, okay, continuously, until when man got to the Pahat. This was, I think, the fifth eyes, where man started to deceive the fellow man, you know, trying to confuse the fellow man, taking advantage of man, started taking advantage of the fellow man. When man started to see himself as God, but then that also failed because man can never be God. So he said he now moved to the stage of Jehovah, the I am, okay, which was the sixth plane or the sixth level that man experienced God. Okay, the man actually grows out of the steering process and began to understand himself. Okay, man started to, for the first time, began to understand himself, who he was, and began to make a little meaning of who he was and his calling on earth. Okay, that was Jehovah. That was the sixth eye, okay, of God. And then proceeded to the seventh eye, which was the coming of Jesus. The coming of Jesus. Okay, the seventh eye. So at this stage, when Jesus came, his duty was to he actually showed man love. Okay, and what he did was to offer himself as a sacrifice, trying to solve the problem of mankind. Okay, the moment you attain the level of Jesus, the seventh eye of God, when you begin to take other people's problem on yourself, trying to solve other people's problem, put other people's first, trying to give people hand. That was what Jesus Christ was all about. He was trying to actually, he actually even died for man. Okay, but then when he died and something happened, Jesus Christ experienced the eighth eye of God. This is a consciousness, another realm of God that is that is beyond the seventh eye, that is beyond the human sacrifices. Because at that point when you become selfless, okay, you are, a door is open to you, which is now the eighth eye of God. What is the eighth eye of God? Okay, why the seventh eye of God is based truly on faith. The eighth eye of God was a realm that was completely extraordinary. Okay, it was the realm where man could actually feel the subconscious power of God, and where man could actually interact with the subconsciousness of God. Okay, for the first time, God became man in the form of Jesus, that man may become God. Jesus actually showed man the pathway to actually experience the godlike nature on earth. So what are we trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that when you open the eighth eye of God, at that point, you have opened your eighth eye. When you open your eighth eye, there are some things that will happen to you that will make you understand that at this point in time you are unstoppable. You are vibrating at a very high frequency. It's just like when you are just like you're in a building, in a condo, you're in the 25th floor and somebody is in the second floor. Are you getting me? You are vibrating at a very high frequency. At that point in time, there are so many things that will happen in your life. I will explain to you the things that you will experience that will make you understand that at this point in time you are experiencing the godlike nature. You have no fear or doubt within you that those things that you have manifested and brought back with you, you will have no doubt about them. You will have no fear about them. You will be sure that those things have been provided, because your job is to manifest those things and bring them. But there are forces that are working with you that are going to go into action and make them happen. Your job is to believe that you have done it, you have manifested this thing, and it is so, and you have zero doubt. The moment you begin to entertain doubts and fear, it means that you are vibrating at a very, very low frequency. Do you understand? So these particular techniques, one of the ways you will know that you are vibrating that you have opened your eighth eye, is that you will find out that you are vibrating at a very high frequency. You will not be scared of charm, that somebody is going to cast a spell on you, because at that point spell cannot come close to you. Just like when somebody is in the second floor and trying to throw a stone at somebody that is in the 25th floor, it is very, very difficult for that person to be able to throw a stone and get to you. That is what it looks like when you open your eighth eye, because by the time you open your eighth eye, You will no longer have worry about the things that normal people worry about. Yes, you might not have food, but you are very, very contented. Okay, you might not have a lot of money on you, but you are very, very contented, because you know and you understand that the realm that you are operating, that everything will be provided, and it is your subconscious mind, your spirit being, that will go into the realm of the subconscious to provide those things for you in the physical. You know that you have done the job. You know that you have actually manifested those things, attached it with a sense of touch, hold on to it, and yourself holding those things. That means you actually brought them back into the realm of the physical. At that point in time, it is practically impossible for those things to be withheld from you. There is no forces, there is no spirit being or human mortal being that can be able to withhold those things from you. At that point, you are unstoppable, you are unbeatable. You don't listen to people, you don't listen to people's opinion of you. That's how you know. You don't listen to people's opinion of you. You are following your subconscious mind. You are working with your guardian angels. You are working with the forces that are with you are working with your subconscious mind. You are living from inside out. This is the realm where you begin to experience the eighth eye of God. This is the realm of you attain a godlike, this is the godlike realm, the realm where you can be able to experience God, the nature of God, the nature of the eighth eye. So if you are not vibrating at this frequency, it is easy for negative words to get to you. It is easy for spells and charms to get to you. It is easy for people to actually say bad words and they'll get to you. But once you begin to vibrate at this particular frequency, begin to operate and you are able to open the eighth eye, it is impossible for any man to actually try to stop you, because they won't be able to come close. It is impossible for anybody to compete with you, because at that point in time, they can not be able to match your frequency. You are vibrating at a very, very high frequency. So I want to teach you step-by-step process. Watch my videos. I've done a lot of videos on how to meditate correctly, the right way to do your meditation intentionally. Intentional meditation, where you have to have one thing in mind. Maybe you want to manifest a home. You can make it happen in a month, in 2 months. I want a home, or I want this car, I want this house. So the eighth eye is the ability to make anything real in your imagination, yes, or your subconscious mind. Then you make it, when you make it real, it is called, Neville Goddard called it the Western Gate. But when you attach it with a sense of touch, you can actually bring it to life. So it means that when you go beyond the Western Gate, you experience life beyond the Western Gate. You go into the subconscious mind. You go into your imaginations and create things. Not only have you created it, you are able to feel the things that you have created in your subconscious mind. And after you attach it with a sense of touch, after you are able to feel it, okay, because remember that anything that you can feel becomes real. The moment you are able to attach a sense of touch to it, what happens is that you try to wake up holding that thing that you have created in your subconscious mind, thereby bringing it to life. This is the eighth eye of God. At this level of consciousness, you become unstoppable. You can be able to create anything. You can be able to manifest anything, telepathy, anything. Okay, you can perform miracles. You can do anything. This is the realm where only a few people have been able to go into this realm. Yes. So I'm teaching you today to be able to understand that there are realms like this exist, and that you too can also tap into this particular realm and enjoy the tremendous benefit that comes with it. The benefit that comes with operating in this realm, tapping into this realm, is mind-blowing. It is out of this world, because you are experiencing the godlike nature while you are still human. This is the closest that man have gotten to God. Open your eighth eye today and experience reality in a different dimension.